Traders, and welcome to the Pip Grabber Trading Show. My name is Gary Fickard, and in this show, all we do is look for 20 pips in the market. So we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with the market this morning and what opportunities are there, just so that you know all the trades that we've placed so far this week have paid off and we've made our money. So let's get the show on the road. I'll see you right after this. Well, traders, I hope you got your cup of coffee ready to rock and roll as we start this morning with the trade opportunities and look for just 20 pips out of the market. And so grab a cup of coffee. Let's go ahead and get this morning show on the road. And let's go ahead and take a look at trade opportunities. Now, just a reminder before we get started this morning, don't forget that the details are in the description. Details of what? Well, details of our trade copier, details of our trading tool, the Pip Grabber Trading Tool that we use here, the Telegram link to be able to get access to our trade signals are also down below. And I'm talking about the trade signals in this session, not the trade copy signals, because that you have to go ahead and sign up for either the trade copier or go ahead and sign up for the Pip Grabber Trading Tool. Again, all those details are below. You can also go ahead and check out our website, TradersNetworkClub.com, for any more details. TradersNetworkClub.com for any details on the course products. The trade copy products. So with that being said, traders, let's go ahead and get started. And as you can see right here, we posted up that the trade copy is up 100, actually 125. I think we closed out some more positions. But last night we were up 125% for the year. I think we're up a little bit more than that. And we're about 16,700 now as we now go ahead and check out the new details. But let's go ahead and take a look at the trade opportunities this morning. And as you can see right here on my screen, you should be able to, hold on a second, you should be able to see that we are all clear with the trade opportunities right here. So everything at the moment right now is showing that we have 0 trades open from the previous setup. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have right now for a trade opportunities. Let's go ahead and pop this open here. Okay, there we go. So trade opportunities at the moment right now, we're looking at, let's see here. We got the US Dollar CAD. Let me go to my list here. And US Dollar CAD, looking at the 1 hour time frame, notice that we had a downward AB move. We had another bearish move right here. We did go ahead and see a correction move. We anticipated price coming back up to around about this level right here, which is at about 127.65. And let's see here. Are we done with this rally? So we've got about, let's see here, we've got around about 37 pips or 38 pips left before we get to the next level of resistance. And so if that's the case there, let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and make some changes here. And I want to go ahead and take a look and see on the US Dollar CAD. Our trade copy is currently flat on all positions. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what we want to do here manually. And if the market is going to retrace back, where can it retrace to? Well, let's take a look. All right, here's a swing going up right here. We haven't quite got to the 1.618 here. Yeah, we haven't quite got to that 1.618 on this. So we still have some room. And remember, traders, when we're using the Pip Grabber Trading Tool, what do we want to do? We want to sell at resistance and we want to buy at support. And as you can see right now, at the moment right now, we're not at a level of support, nor are we at a level of resistance. So there is a little bit of a gap here. Now the question here is, if we do get in here, how much further can the market move? Can move around about 18 pips going up before it hits that resistance. I'd rather want to go ahead and sell at resistance. I'm going to stand a little bit on the sideline on the US Dollar CAD at the moment right now. And I'm going to wait for price to go ahead and hit that level. Let's go to Aussie CAD. Now on the Aussie CAD, we're looking for price. Let's see here. I'm going to go to the 4 hour first. And if we look over here on the 4 hour, we did get this downward swing. So we got this downward swing. We had a pullback. Price went ahead and hit the low down here. And then we had the market breaking out. So we hit this low, market rallied. We retest that low again down here. Then we had what we call a running flat. And price started showing waves going down. So because of that, this is wave 1, 2, 3 here. We did go ahead and trade that retracement. So I'm going to think that Aussie CAD is now going to head back down south. The question here is, am I a little bit late on this? Let's go take a look over here. Now there is a little bit of resistance up here at the top, which means there's some room for the market still to go up a little higher. All right, because remember again, sell at resistance, buy at support. Now if I look over here and I look how many pips we've got, there's still about 48 pips that we've got left right here. So not the perfect scenario. Let me go to a lower time frame now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 15, and I'm going to look at the wave swings that we have right here. So we do see a little pattern setting up right here. Look at this. This is a King's Crown. So which means that price is going to look to come back up to the right tip right here before it sells off. All right, and then we could even fail to fail to hold this crown, and price could actually go further up as we got room for the market to go ahead and test that resistance again on that 4 hour time frame. So this is not the perfect scenario when it comes to our setups. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at these baby swings right here, and I'm going to go ahead and mark off that swing. So already here you can see right here, we've got a trader says his first time here. Well, welcome to Patrick here for the first time. Hey, we got a trader out in Dubai. Fantastic. Good. Loving the trades. Good. I'm glad. Hey, listen here. If you found a bit of success in these shows, go ahead and post that, just like this trader did here out in Dubai, saying, hey, he's loving these trades. But tell me how you're doing. How much success are you getting from these trades that we're posting? Go ahead and post right now. Tell us how you're doing. All right? And Cam's going to go ahead and make sure that everyone knows. But here we got the setup right here, where price has gone ahead and hit this downward swing, but we haven't hit the 1.618. See right here? We have not hit the 1.618, which means that we got some room for the market to move down here, but it's only 10 pips. And when it gets down to that level, what's going to happen? When it gets down to that level, we're going to see price moving back up again. So let me go ahead and just share a little bit of trading technical analysis, right? What I'm looking for is I'm looking to use my Pip Grabber Trading Tool, and I'm looking to sell with a cost averaging approach at resistance, or buy at support with a cost averaging trading approach. Now, if I'm not at support and resistance, which means that I need to identify that if I'm not at support and resistance, I got to look and see how much further can I go to resistance, or how much further can I go to support before the market turns around. And then I also want to look at the potential profit potential. Do I see that the market is offering me at least 30 pips, because I don't just want to go ahead and trade just 20, because I have to consider spread as well, and everyone's got different spreads. Now, you're clearly not trading with a 10 pip spread, I get that part, but I want to make sure we got room enough for the market to move, because remember, what did we say before? We said that support and resistance is not a defined price. It's an area, okay? And if support and resistance is not a defined price, it's an area, then just looking for 20 pips before resistance or support doesn't really classify that we've got enough room to be able to get to our 20 pip target and get the heck out of Dodge, because it could turn before that. So we want to make sure about that. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look here as we dig back into the details here. Here we can see we have a nice little wave down. So we've got room here. I'm going to stand on the side on the Aussie CAD right here. Now, don't worry, we're going to get a trade. All right. But it's better not to force yourself into something you don't want to be in. All right. We don't want to do that. So let's go to the New Zealand CAD. Let's take a look at this one. So the New Zealand CAD has gone ahead and created this wave. One, we had an irregular flat drop back down here. We had a nice push down here. Then we had a good retracement move right here. All right. Let me see here. So we did go down, but we didn't hit the 1.618, which is fair, because on the fifth wave, we're looking for price to turn here at the 1.27. So we were buying yesterday on the New Zealand CAD, and we did go ahead and profit from that. Now what I want to do is I want to go down to the 15-minute time frame, because if price is going to go all the way back up to this fourth wave right here, then that would mean I would have to look for a dip and then a rally. So if I go down to the 15-minute time frame, let's see if we can break this down on a 15 right here and see what the opportunity looks like. So I'm going to go to 15-minute chart. And on the 15 right here, okay, so we're in a fourth wave move. And this is what's so great about looking at trades, right? When we look at technical analysis, because if you look here on the chart, you can see that we have a wave one, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this too. But here we have a wave 1, 2, 3 up here, and now what's happening? The market's moving in a range. And what happens when the market moves in a range? Well, we identify that's a fourth wave move. So the only place we want to buy is at the support levels. So according to this, there is room for the market to move back up north, but we have to identify what and how much. So let's go ahead and put our range in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my third wave in here. I'm actually looking over here and I'm seeing, oh man, did we get close? All right, I'm going to look for the worst case scenario and say we have a target over here. Look for our room up here. That is around about 23 pips. 23 pips going long before we see a pullback. See this? You see where my problem's at? Support and resistance, not a defined price. It's an area. We're looking at plus minus 23 pips to the upside before the market hits it. Now, it can go higher, sure, but it's not giving us a lot of room here. Let's see here. If we go back down south, if the market does pull back, now we look at our retracement move. If the market's going to retrace back down a little further down south, how much further can it move back down? It could come back to retest this high, but it could also go down and retest that. So we could drop about 38 or maybe 22. Okay, so it's safe to say that we could see a dip before a rally. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and buy. I'm going to go. All right, so we can drop about 28 pips, actually about 20 pips. We can drop 20 pips before we get another support level. Now, if we go ahead and enter every 25 pips, that means we may end up missing that second entry point, which will keep us in this trade longer before we see profits, because if it drops 20 pips, now this is, you see, this is what you got to think about, right? when you think through this process, you have to think that if I'm going to get in on this trade and the market's going to go bearish, how far can it go bearish? And if it's going to go 20 pips down and I'm going ahead and I'm buying right now, then that means that that 20 pip drop that I'm seeing won't get me in on a second entry point. And that means then if it moves 20 pips against me, it's got to move 40 pips up before I can actually make my 20 pip profit. But if it did enter me on the second entry point, then all I have to do is just go up 20 pips and I'm making money. All right, because it goes back up to this break-even point of the first entry point, and we're definitely in the money because our second entry point is 25 pips deep. So if it picks up the second entry, it goes 25 pips up. It's going to move to the first entry, and that's going to go ahead and get us out of break-even on the first entry, but make 25 pip profit on the second entry, which of course we'll close out with the net 20 pips. So this is where I battle right here on this setup right here. I struggle to make a decision on this because it's like, it doesn't make sense right here to want to get in. But I'm going to put a pin in this, all right? We're going to get a trade this morning, all right? Even if the market's not set up perfectly right, we're going to pick up a trade. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put a pin in this and then consider this a little bit later. Now, what I'm going to do here is, before I move to the next currency pair, let's just take a quick look at news that's coming out this morning. So if I look over here, we actually got no news coming out this morning. Yesterday, we did have the overnight rate decision. That was at 10:30 for the Canadians. They kept the rates unchanged, just like the Aussies did. They kept the rates unchanged as well at 0.1%. So no change to the rates. And then we had some crude oil data. We also had some US data as well that came out yesterday. All right. So the market looks like for the rest of the week, we've got a fairly quiet news reports coming out. Even though we've got CPI, this is yearly data. Monthly data. I'm not too worried about monthly CPI. So let's go ahead and move back here. Now, before I get in on this, let me go to CAD. This is a CAD Swiss right here. Let's go to the 4-hour first. All right. Now, the CAD Swiss, we could be seeing price dipping. Now, here's a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 down here, wave 4 up here. Oh man, this is my issue right here again. Did we reach that resistance level? Yes, we did. Okay, so we were looking for that breakout. And when we broke out of here, we did go to that resistance here. We took out that high, which is good. And we took out, or at least it retested that support level. So everything is good here. Now, where can we expect the price to go? Well, if I look at the 4-hour right here, and I look at the way, and if I go to the daily, look at the daily right here. On the daily, we've got the support here. And we've got resistance here at the top. And so if we've got support here and resistance there, then we should see that this upward trend will continue to go up towards that resistance. So if the daily's been so consolidated for such a long period of time, then this would be an upward swing going up here. This would be a large upward swing right here. And that tells me, and by the way, the reason why I pull up these big swings and that is because we want to make sure that if the market's going to go bullish on us, all right, we want to be able to identify that these setups that we're seeing right here is giving us the opportunity for the market to pull higher. And the only thing that pulls it higher is these targets that we look for, which is extensions on fib levels. And so here we see a possible pullback right, or extension right here. So price can definitely move up higher. Now, inside here, we did come back to retest this previous wave 1 right here, which is good. Market rallied up, pulled back down. So we are expecting maybe a continuation of this rally. All right, so that's the information I needed on the daily. And so I'm going to go now to, and see, this is where, again, I'm struggling with the markets today. I'm going to be real honest with you. Just because it's in a level of support and resistance, and because I'm struggling right now, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to drop it back down to 1 hour. If I'm not at resistance or support, I'm not going to go ahead and trade it. It is what it is. We've got to be really smart about this. So here we have double tops up here. Here we have consolidation on the 1 hour. So it's not really helping us a lot here. Now, there is this big swing that we had over here to here. And so the market is looking to come back. We're off this 382 right here. Traders, I'm going to have to move on. We're not at support. We're not at resistance. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to come back to this. Give me a second on this one, Ray. I want to put a pin in that one too. Let's go to the euro. Go to euro, US dollar. Man, markets are doing some funny stuff. Look, it's trending nicely, which is good. Oh, good. Finally, I think we have something that we can go ahead and look at right here. Look at the 1 hour, the 4 hour indecision right here. Okay, that's a good sign. So we're expecting price to continue. And so this right here, let's go ahead and break it down. So we're looking for the euro US dollar to rally. And this is what we have right here. Okay, so finally, I have a setup that I can commit to. Now, oh, hold on a second. Yeah, so we got an inside wave, 1, 2, 3. Here we pull back to resistance. And so I will be expecting price to go back up towards this level right here. All right, now, before I make that commitment on this trade, let me go ahead and take a look at how the dollar's faring right here. Okay, we are expecting a dollar to continue. That's not dollar, by the way. That's US oil, but look good, though. Here's dollar. And if we look over here on dollar, this is the 1 hour time frame. We're looking for dollar to fall back lower. So I'm going to be bearish on dollar. If I look at the inside swings here, got to make sure I'm not at support level right there. Well, there the market hit the 1.618. Okay, so now it's come back here. Okay, that's a good place. So we've got the market hitting resistance here. We've got the market hitting resistance there. Good stuff. I'm good with the US dollar, euro US dollar buy. So I'm going to go ahead and long euro US dollar right here. Now there's a question from Jorge saying, hey, if he's picking up the signals from the trade Copier, would it be okay to take the live signals from this space as well? Well, remember what we're doing here is we're trading completely different to the trade Copier signals. Sometimes we may be in the same direction, but not all the time, because we're looking at support and resistance and we're trading and we bounce to support and resistance. So the trades that we're doing here and the trade Copier are two separate signals. And so which ones you want to follow, it's up to you. All right? Especially for those that have signed up for the trade Copier and are getting those trade signals, then that is fine. But if you're not getting those trade signals and you want to look for some manual trade opportunities, here's the place where you're going to get those manual trades. All right, so keep that in mind, that this is the place for those manual trades. All right, so if I look over here, I do see that we have resistance that we've come off, and we've got support that the market's bouncing off right now. And so I'm going to go ahead and look to trade that support and possibly go ahead and continue with the rally. So I want to go ahead and buy euro US dollar right here. So we got to trade. Yeah, we got to trade. All right. And again, traders, it's very important to be patient. If you don't get the market trading at your levels, then just simply go ahead and stand aside. Now, if you, of course, if you own you have subscribed to the Pip Grabber Trading Tool, then you can apply the same rule that I'm doing right here, where I'm looking for support and resistance. And if you're really confused as a Pip Grabber trader, all right, if you got the Pip Grabber Trading Tool, you will get access to the actual trade copier signals as well. So which means if you go ahead and you're looking at support and resistance that you want to buy and sell off, and you're not 100% certain if you want to go ahead and do that, you will get the trade signals coming from the Pip Grabber Trading Trade Copier, and that'll give you signals, and then you can look at your signals and say, do I want to trade against what the signals are coming from the Pip Grabber Trading Tool? Does it make sense for me to do that? Right now, if you're looking at the Pip Grabber Trading Trade Copier, the Trade Copier says, let's sell Euro US dollar. But because I'm at the support level, I think we can get a bounce first before we get a further move down south. In fact, I feel the market's going to continue to rally. So which means that I'm going to go ahead and buy instead of selling at the trade copy. And again, you can make decisions however you want to trade. All right. All I'm doing is just laying the foundation and letting you know that it's not just the trade copy signals that you can go ahead and follow, but you can use your own manual, adjustments and go ahead and trade that as well. It doesn't really matter. All right, so I've gone ahead and done this. Okay, now based on what we've looked at right here, we've got four other currency pairs that are iffy. Okay, now I'm going to leave this up to you. I've gone ahead and broken down each and every one of these charts. I'd like to know from you, what do you think is the best option out of the other four charts that we've gone ahead and looked at? Euro US dollar, not Euro US dollar, but US dollar CAD, Canadian Swiss, Aussie CAD, and New Zealand CAD. Which trade opportunity do you think is a best trade or one of the better trades to trade? Post it in the chat right now. Post it in the chat. What trade do you believe is the best trade to go ahead and take on now based on what we looked at, the analysis that we drew down? And then tell me what direction you want to go ahead and trade. I'm going to go ahead and show you a small trick here. All right. So go ahead and post. I'm going to go ahead and check out the chat. Cameron, if you can go ahead and let me know and post everyone's comments as to whether or not they're buying or selling. I want to go ahead and know exactly what it is. So let's go take a look and see what is going on right here. Okay, good. Arthur says, hello, old friend. Patrick says, Gary is crushing it on the trade copier. All right. Yep. Oh, that is absolutely true. Absolutely true. So let's take a look and see from everyone. Let's see if we get in anyone confirming. Now, remember, I'm going to leave this up to you. I'm going to purely leave it up to you. And then I'm going to go ahead and break this down. So I want to see how many traders are saying buy, how many traders are saying sell. Okay, so we got our first one right here. Cameron, make sure you go ahead and post it up right here. Let's go take a look at our first one right here. Says US Dollar CAD, sell after retracement. US Dollar CAD, sell after retracement. All right, let's take a look at the next one. What are we saying? Let's take a look here. John says, loving the trade cop here. Fantastic. Good. Nice, John. All right. Anyone else want to go ahead and throw? Listen, traders, don't be just that guy. Don't be that guy sitting here and just watching. Participate with us. All right. Participate with us. We've got a bunch of people in the live session today. Go ahead and participate. So it looks like so far it's Herb. Okay, there we go. Arthur says Aussie CAD short. Okay. And I'm wondering if Arthur's looking at the trade copy, and the trade copy says we should go short on the Aussie CAD. Okay. It says Aussie CAD short, CAD Swiss long, and Euro US dollar sell. So we've gone different on that. Okay. There we go. New Zealand buy, says Cheryl. All right, good. Thank you, Cheryl. New Zealand buy, says Cheryl. Okay. New Zealand US dollar. Well, we don't look at the New Zealand US dollar. This is not the pairs that we look at, New Zealand US dollar, but I appreciate you letting us know. It says New Zealand US dollar buy. Oh, hang on. Cheryl went ahead and corrected and said New Zealand CAD. Oops. New Zealand CAD buy. Okay. All right. So we got New Zealand CAD buy. We've got uh, I think it was a sell on US dollar. Okay, so we had a sell on US dollar CAD. All right, good. And Jamie also says sell on US dollar CAD. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm not even going to look at the charts right now. All right, I'm not going to look at the charts, but I'm going to go ahead and throw some trades in. Check this out. US dollar CAD. We're going to go sell. All right. Everyone, the herd says sell. All right. It's not really good to go ahead and follow the herd. But here we go. We are going to sell US dollar CAD, not looking at the charts. Next thing is we are going to sell Canadian Swiss. All right. Not looking at the charts. We're going to go ahead and what should we do on the Aussie CAD? Aussie CAD, Aussie CAD, Aussie. We are going to sell on the Aussie CAD. We are going to buy, because we had traders, Cheryl says we should be buying New Zealand CAD. You know what? Let's buy New Zealand CAD right here. Okay, so we are currently right now in 5 currency pairs. We are selling on US dollar CAD. We are buying on CAD Swiss. We're selling on CAD Swiss. We are selling on Aussie CAD. We are buying on US dollar, Euro US dollar, and we are buying on New Zealand CAD. So there is a little bit of a hedge between all 3 of them, a little bit of a hedge. If you actually take a look at the positions and the buys and sells we're doing, we're hedging a little bit against each other because of the CAD trade against a couple of the other crosses, or a few other crosses as well. So we're going to go ahead and stick with that. Now, if you want to check out the signals and how this all plays out, go ahead and check out the description below. There's a Telegram channel. This is the Pip Grabber Trading Show Telegram channel. There you'll get all the signals that we go ahead and trade in here, and you can see in live, as it happens, how we actually do. Whether we enter more trades, whether we go ahead and close out with profits, you will know by checking our description. Everything we do here is totally open and transparent, okay? So when you look over here, all the trades that we do, every breakdown we do in this session is completely transparent. And so everything that we do, you'll know about it when we do it, okay? So with that being said, traders, I want to go ahead and do this. I want you to go ahead and smash the like button right now if you've enjoyed the content of this video. We want to continue to do this video, and the only way we do this is with your support. I do appreciate everyone that has been supporting this channel from all different aspects. Subscribing to the Pip Grabber Trading Tool is a way of supporting this channel. Getting to the trade copy is a way of supporting yourself and getting yourself into a better financial position by, of course, getting better results. And as we've gone ahead before in the past, I'm going to go ahead and do this again. I'm going to show you how well we are doing with the trade copier. All right. So for those that are like, what is a trade copier? What is it doing? All right. Well, here it is right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you. This is the results that we're having so far. 120. Let me go ahead and refresh this, make sure it's right, because I think we got a little bit more than that. Maybe not. Let's take a look. All right. Has it refreshed? Oh, yeah, it has. Okay. So, yes. So 126%, almost 127% for the year so far. This month, we're up 3.5%. It's the middle of the month, so it's not, well, we're not even at the middle of the month. So if we keep at this pace, we could hit that 15% that we hit last month. Last month, we made 15.49%. So it's doing really good, and it's really performing well. And again, traders, look at the pips that we've generated so far this year. 16,789 pips. So when I tell you that this system is doing absolutely fantastic, then you must know that that is correct, yes. So we're doing a fantastic job on the trade copier. Oh, Cameron. Sorry, guys. Just want to go ahead and show you what my producer's doing right here. All right, let's put him away. Let's go hide the guy. So I want to go ahead and show you that we have the trade copier doing exceptionally well. And by the way, these trades that we do here in the manual setups, all right, these trades that we're doing in the manual setups, we actually have got 100% success rate here in the trading show. So do yourself a favor, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. But also do yourself a huge favor and share the video with other people. Share your success, share your what you experience in these shows, and share the video with other people across your network. Do appreciate everyone being here, and I'm going to go ahead and continue to enjoy my cup of coffee while I take a look and see how the trade goes ahead and plays out. Remember, using the Pip Grabber Trading Tool, or the system's going to do everything for me. I don't have to do anything. All right. The Pip Grabber tool is going to manage those positions for me. It's going to enter and it's going to get me out of those trades as it happens. So that's why it's important to go ahead and check out the Pip Grabber Trading Tool. Check out the description below and see if you want to get access to that as well. So that being said, traders, you have an absolute blessed day. We are done for the week. We'll be back again next week, Tuesday at 8:30 once again. So have an awesome week of trading for the rest of the week. And we'll see everyone back again next week, Tuesday, for the Pip Grabber Show. But don't forget, we've got the alt season coming up in the next few hours. So I'll see you there. This is FxBigDog signing off.